Well, I'd like to show the Claret now, which is our flagship wine. When we started this brand in 1998, we only had one wine. In fact, 98 through 2001, those first 4 vintages, the only wine that Robert Foley bottled was a Claret. I had limited resources. I lived on Howell Mountain. I've lived on Howell Mountain for over 30 years. And I had some Merlot and some Cabernet, but not enough really to make 2 wines. So I decided to blend them together. My choices were to make a fanciful name, call it Meritage, or at the time I was legally allowed to call it Claret. And I liked the idea of Claret, sort of a traditional term for left bank wines, and my wine was certainly a left bank-esque blend, so a Cabernet-based blend. So in the years that we've been doing this now for over 20 years, we've put the resources in place to be able to create a Bordeaux blend with Cabernet Sauvignon, which is 80% of this blend, 17% Merlot, and 3% Petit Verdot. This is what I call a sacrosanct blend. It's the first blend that I make during the time of year, typically in the spring, when I put my blends together pre-bottling. This one gets dialed in first. The best of the best Cabernets that we've got blended to create the base wine. Then the Merlot goes in to add the mid-palate, and the Petit Verdot goes in as the finishing component, which adds the acidity to raise the aromas of everything, lengthen the finish, and add the insinuation of wild violets, which is typical of Petit Verdot. I should point out that the Cabernets that we have mountain fruit and we have valley floor fruit. So we grow Cabernet in 3 mountain vineyards. I'll talk more about that later. And then the valley floor. So you get this beautiful masculinity from the mountain fruit and femininity from the valley floor fruit to again give you this textural perfection is really what I'm looking for. So all kinds of red and black fruit interplay in the aromas in this wine. In my first sip, I feel this elegance, and I'm talking about the feel on the mouth. It's soft in the middle, gentle in the tannins. They're gently gripping, but there's nothing about this wine that isn't seductive on the palate. Flavor profile, again, red and black fruit, a hint of sort of vanilla kind of flavor. And then the finish is crazy. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. One of the amazing things about the Robert Foley Claret is how it evolves in the glass. So your first sip, you go, wow, this wine's really great. And then you go back and smell it again after a couple minutes, and then you can kind of hang out with this wine for 20 minutes or a half an hour and just keep watching this wine evolve because it opens up so beautifully. There's so many layers to it. And it's 100% Claret.